Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. What's going on, everybody? As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm your host, Chris Thorns. Man, I've been gone for like 2 weeks now. Trust me, it wasn't intentional, but at the same time, like I say, people, you know, sometimes you just gotta unplug and take a break sometimes. You understand? Sometimes you gotta unplug and take a break. Hold on. Anyway, I want to bring a story to y'all, but we're going to do this kind of different. I was going to go live, but I said, no, I don't want to go live. I'm just going to do this, probably run this as a premiere. And I got a special guest on the phone. Well, I don't know if she's quite special anymore. Y'all done heard this woman's voice before. I have Spencer on the phone, and Spencer don't even know what I'm doing right now, but we're going to have a dialogue about what I'm going to bring to y'all attention. So, Spencer, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to the screen right here, and we're gonna to this story. And again, she don't even know what I'm finna play. She don't even know what I'm finna talk about. So this is gonna be surprising to her too. But I want it to be like that because I just want her to come naturally without anything scripted. Where don't nothing be scripted no way. Not when it come to her. It don't be scripted no way. Not when it come to me either. But it's going to be a surprise to her, too. So, guys, take a look over here. Let me play this news clip. And me and her are going to get into a quick dialogue. And I want y'all to, in the comment section, as a premiere, share y'all thoughts of what y'all going to hear, too, as well. And tell me what y'all think about what me and her are going to talk about once you hear it. So, take a look. Here we go.
Breaking news that our 9 News investigators have been digging into all day. We told you through our app that a suspended Zachary teacher is now facing charges.
Zachary police accuse her of having sex with a student. Lead investigator Kieran Chaw is live outside of the parish prison with what she's learned in the last few hours. Kieran.
Greg, the latest information we have learned literally just coming in minutes ago is that a bond now has been set for this teacher. It is set at $225,000. Now, this is an investigation that's been going on for 2 weeks. A middle school teacher now facing 7 different felonies. Take a look. This is 34-year-old Ella Silva, as she is called. Tonight, she is facing 2 counts each of felony carnal knowledge of a juvenile, indecent behavior with a juvenile, contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile, and 1 count of oral sexual battery. These charges come from 2 different agencies, East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office and the Zachary Police Department. Now, officials say the 34-year-old teacher from Northwestern Middle School allegedly started emailing a 15-year-old former student of hers, first on their school email addresses, and then they went to personal email addresses so that they could not be tracked. The arrest report says eventually Silva started picking the student up from his home in Zachary, driving him to her home in East Baton Rouge Parish, where they allegedly had consensual sex. Documents show they allegedly had sex 8 to 9 different times, and that the teacher even gave the student an e-cigarette with THC. We're also told the teacher's minor child was present at the home for each specific incident. Now, all this is said to have happened in the summer of 2019. We're told that after the student decided to disclose his relationship, the teacher actually asked him, please do not do that because it would affect her career and her family. Now, since this has come to light, since January 24th, the superintendent in Zachary tells me that the teacher has been on leave. As of tonight, she remains on leave. Tonight, we're live outside the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison with the 9 News investigators. I'm Kieran Chawla. We'll send it back to you guys.
Karen, thank you. Now, if you want a closer look at that full arrest warrant, we have it inside the story on our 9 News.
All right, so that is the story, and here's the dialogue I want to have with you.
Dreaming of a wedding that everyone will remember?
Seriously?
Spend your most cherished day with us. Lake House can make your dreams come true.
You cut that motherfucker off. I don't want to hear shit else about no curvy ass nonsense involving some old hoe and a child.
You did what now?
You can cut that motherfucker plumb off. Realistically speaking, we don't need to hear no other.
No, that was an ad running. One time I did. That was an ad running.
commentary about this nasty bitch and this little boy.
Okay. Here's the dialogue that I want to have with you. Now, I hate these stories, and here's one of the main reasons why I hate these stories, because, again, my thing is, yes, get the adult. Get the adult because they ain't wrong for doing this. So I understand this. My microphone. Yo.
It's good.
No, but it ain't. Yo. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, again, get the adult. I get that. I understand that. Because they ain't wrong for doing what they doing. But here's my thing. Why is the teenagers never held accountable for their part in this? And here's where I'm coming from. So you mean to tell me at 15 years old, when he started getting these messages from his woman, I mean, he all of a sudden he became dumb and did not know this was a grown-ass woman texting him. All of a sudden he become dumb and I know this grown-ass woman sending him naked pictures and videos. All of a sudden he didn't know that this not a grown-ass woman who says she want to fuck him. All of a sudden he didn't know this a grown-ass woman who started coming to pick him up. And all of a sudden was he too dumb to know this is one of the grown woman that he was fucking. So here's my thing. Why don't the teenagers get in trouble for doing this as well? Just as well as a young lady at their age who allows it to happen and say, yes, I want to, I guess, have sex with you too. Why is all this put 100% on the adults and nothing never happened to the teenagers? That'd be my problem with stories like these. And this is what I want to have a dialogue with you about. So help me out with this.
This had to be in the universe, and you better be glad that you did. You must have felt some shit going on at my house, because we was actually in there talking about something similar to this story.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, the teenager ain't held accountable because the children can't consent to fucking. That's number one. Whether it's a boy or a girl, they're children. They can't consent to nothing like that. So it's rape realistically. I don't give a shit what gender the victim is, boy or girl. They were raped. That's first and foremost. Now, secondly, there's a double standard when it comes to the victim's gender. If there was a man teacher and a little girl, he would have got $1 million bond or no bond and all sorts of bullshit. When they claim you can't rape a dude because your dick got hard and so on and so forth and this, that, and the other. It's a whole heap of little boys out here. Not to mention, any pussy that y'all get is supposed to be just a notch on your belt. Boys, males, I ain't gonna say boys, males, period, are traditionally not sex victims. Because they figured if you didn't want to fuck, you could have figured out something to keep your dick hard. Now, as for this child, when you remember being a little teenage boy, well, they didn't make teachers back in your day that they got now. You know, teachers in your day look like Aunt Fanny and shit and smell like Dorels and coffee, so they probably didn't do it for y'all. But teachers are getting younger now, and these boys are having these fantasies. He wasn't going to, well, they said that he was going to tell it, and she told him he better not tell it. Did you hear that part of the story?
Yeah, I heard that, but that's nothing. I'm glad you brought that up, because why all of a sudden now when you engaged in this action for, I guess, how long that you did? I mean, it even goes so far, you're going to hear me read. It even went so far
he probably was going to tell it on her ass, because when she first come to him with the shit, it was probably the coolest shit. He probably sent her titty pictures to his little homeboys like, look, Miss so-and-so trying to give me that neck. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I gathered from that story, and as pervy as that shit is, Miss so-and-so over here throwing that neck and getting the high and shit and fixing my grades and whatever. And it was cool. And something changed because maybe she wanted something else or something, whatever, from the little boy. He was like, hold up, bitch. You taking this shit that went too far and stayed too long. I'm going to tell my mama on your ass.
But see, that's what I'm trying to understand, though. You knew it was wrong in the beginning when you participated with this woman. So, you know, what is it now why you want to snitch for what? You know, you enjoyed it until when?
I just told you why he snitched. Something changed in their relationship dynamic to where that he was not down. Ain't no telling what she tried to get him to do, but whatever it was, it wasn't down. He wasn't down with it, and it turned him off to the point of wanting to go tell it. We gotta wait for the court trial to come out and find out what the hell.
But see, but even with that though, to me, that would make you. I would feel that should make you even more a responsible party as well, because I guess through age, if you're going age wise, yes, I guess you're not old enough to consent. But at the same time, though, you did consent. You actually joined this woman in having some wang dang doodle with, So again, so you cool until something happened that you didn't like. All of a sudden, you want to rat this woman out, but you participated just as well as she did. You understand? So I don't know. I guess it's hard for me to understand because I don't have any kids, let alone I don't have a daughter. If there's ever happened to my daughter or whatnot, but
my thing would be, what was his mama thinking of this woman coming and picking him up frequently?
Good question. I want to know that too. Thank you.
You see this hoe at school every
Thank
day.
you.
What is she constantly coming and picking you up and you going over to her house for? What y'all doing over to Miss So-and-so's house? That you constantly running your ass over there?
Right, exactly.
She would have had to explain to me, what do you need my son for that you keep constantly picking him up? You spend 6-7 hours with him every damn day. If he needs some extra instruction, you even got an hour after school with him. Why are you picking my child up, taking him to your house?
And that's another question. I'm glad you brought that up. I want to know that too. So let me let's read what this article says right here. Let me go on over here. So this happened in Zachary, Louisiana, and it says sources confirm Ellarea, I guess that's her name, Ellarea Silva, a teacher of Northwestern Middle School in Zachary, turned herself in to be booked into East Baton Rouge Parish.
Pause reading. Is that whole Mexican?
She don't look Mexican to me. Nope. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Let me see where her picture. She don't look Mexican to me at all.
Because I'm just thinking about the way you pronounce her name. Maybe it's a Mexican ass shit. Because in Spanish culture, they count 15 as being grown. That's why they had them quinceañeras and all that old bullshit. Because that's really their introduction into adulthood. So it would have been okay if, well, it ain't okay. This shit ain't okay, period.
I'm going to show
they got different standards for fucking over children in that culture. Well, continue.
I'm going to show a picture when I get through this. You'll be able to see all this once I upload it to the channel and whatnot. What the hell? Hold on. Got some crazy shit going on here. Okay. Wait a minute.
It's funny that we're talking about this involving a boy child being a sex crimes victim. When I was just in the house with the kids' babysitter, and I was telling her a story, and I hate to internalize this whole goddamn affair, but I was literally just telling Priscilla of the story of how when I married Ain't Shit Willie, his sister was 30 years old fucking a 13-year-old boy, and nobody batted an eyelash.
Mm-hmm.
Not that family, not the mama, not his daddy. They was cool. When she was fucking this 13-year-old boy, her oldest child was 9 years old. And she had a newborn by a dead nigga and had a 13-year-old boy living in the house with her, fucking like a grown man, driving the car and playing stepdaddy to them little bitty kids because the 9-year-old didn't respect the pimping.
Damn.
And nobody bats an eyelash. Me and the girl just got done talking about how nobody realistically gives a fuck. They cry loud, but it really ain't just, it's just, that's all it is. Don't nobody for real give a fuck about these folks out here taking these children's dignity. Most people condone this sort of nonsense.
Gotcha. So it goes on, because this story was, this one came out February the 6th, and it was up there on February the 7th, so just a couple of days ago. It says she would be charged with one kind of felony, carnal knowledge of a juvenile, one kind of indecent behavior with a juvenile, and 2 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile. Additional charges may be pending. Her bond has been set to $225,000 by Judge Ron Johnson. And it goes Department in the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office was launched after accusations surfaced of an inappropriate relationship between Silva and a former student of the middle school. The arrest report states Sylvia had sex with a 15-year-old. Detectives learned Sylvia initiated contact with the teen boy by sending a message to his student email. Let me highlight that, because this is what I was going with when I tell you all that. through his email using her school email address. The arrest report states the two then began communicating using their personal email addresses. The detectives wrote in an arrest document, Silva and the students switched to personal email accounts so the school could not track the emails. Now let me pause. See that right there again. This young man knew what he was doing. He knew it was wrong. So like I said, again, I'm not giving this lady a pass. Get the woman, she knows better. But you can't tell me that a 15-year-old didn't know better either, though. This is where my problem is at. Because if he didn't know better, he won't be switching emails and stuff with her where they could try to hide this. Amen?
She did that shit. She did that trying to cover her tracks because she knows that in school email accounts are monitored. That was her doing. That wasn't his. He wasn't that forward thinking. That was her funky ass trying to cover up her little dirt.
Okay. It says Silva was accused by the detective of sending nude photographs and videos of herself to the student. Again, here go another problem. So you mean to tell me when this grown woman was sending your 15-year-old ass these pictures, you didn't know that was wrong?
No.
And when she did that, you didn't bother.
Hey, homeboy, look, Miss So-and-so just sent me a boob. Look.
Included, see, even that shows more that he knew what she was doing was wrong. So again, if he know this was wrong, why he didn't say nothing soon? But versus when she did something that he didn't like, now he want to tell. See, this is what I'm getting.
We can't even put this on him. She knew it was wrong.
That's what I'm saying. She knew it was wrong. No.
We
that's
can't.
What I'm
you
saying.
trying to make a child make grown folks' decisions, dude. You're trying to get a child to see the wrong in some fuck shit. This is a child. He can't make rational decisions. That's why they're children and they ain't responsible for nothing.
So,
so
you're saying at 15 years old, he didn't know have sex with a grown woman was irresponsible?
Not necessarily that, but they don't have the same thinking processes as an adult is. That's why they don't let underage people do certain shit. Like, I personally don't feel like 18 really should be the age of majority for a whole bunch of shit because even 18-year-olds can't make good decisions with shit. You trying to get a 15-year-old boy to understand fucking his teacher is wrong, but she probably fixing his grades. Like I said, the article said, sucking his dick, getting him high. Ain't no telling what she did. I'm just going to say because of my little psychic abilities, I'm going to tell you probably what happened.
Go ahead.
She probably pulled out some old kinky sex ass shit that he didn't even know existed, wanting him to choke her or fuck her in the ass or tie her up or some old uncouth ass freak shit. And he was like, hold up, bitch, I'm cool with you sucking my dick, but I ain't finna do all of this shit. I ain't finna do all that extra bullshit,
Damn.
Hold up, bitch. You done took this shit too far. Take me home.
Damn. Well, I ain't even thinking about that. Hell no.
Because you don't know what... Just think about it. This bitch fucks children. So ain't no telling what her kinks could be. What if she over there sucking his dick? What if she wanted him to eat her pussy? Hold up, bitch. I ain't finna eat your old ass pussy. You never know what people's kinks are. She probably went in that closet or somewhere and pulled out her fucking bag of tricks, little butt plugs and ass beads and God knows what nipple clamps and shit. And like, I miss that. Thank you for the head, but I got the roll. I ain't with this shit. Shit, I'm a grown motherfucker and a nigga pulls some shit off me. Baby, drop me off. I ain't with that.
Well, damn, since you put it like that, then I ain't even think about the grades. She probably fixed his grades and shit. Damn, I ain't even think about that. Damn, that's a good one. It says Silva's face was intentionally kept out of photographs and videos, the arrest document states. The detective alleges in the arrest report Silva then exchanged text messages with the teen in which she indicated she wanted to have sex with him. Silva began picking the teen up from his home. Now that's where you come in and say where the mama was when this shit was going on. That's a good question. She began picking him up from his home in Zachary and bringing him to her home. The arrest report states, at one point, Silva was accused of giving the teen pink e-cigarette vaping device, which may have contained THC. What is THC? That's
that's a weed pen. She gave a nigga a weed pen and got him high and stuff.
Okay, cool. The arrest report states, Detectives learned Silva allegedly had sex with the teen 8 or 9 times during the summer months of 2019, according to the arrest report.
Well, that answered my question. Then his mama was probably at work some goddamn where, and she out of school from teaching during the summertime, so they had all day long to fuck before his mama came home from work and her husband, baby dad, or whoever slid in the evening time.
Okay, I think she was doing this while her own child did that. So let me get down deeper. According to the arrest report, investigators also learned Silva's child was allegedly at the home during each encounter. The arrest report states. I got on here to read the full arrest document. I'll do that in another video. She was placed on leave from Northwestern Middle School on Friday, January 24th. Zachary School Superintendent Scott DeValier released the following statement on Thursday. The Zachary Police Department and the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office have been handling this investigation immediately when it was brought to our attention. We reported it to law enforcement and placed the employee on administrative leave. No one is covering up anything, nor sweeping anything under the rug. We are following the law, and I am unable to comment beyond this information. The Zachary Police Department also released a statement which can be read below. The police department became aware of an allegation regarding sexual abuse of a minor, and the steps of joint investigation conducted by the Zachary Police Department and the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office followed. At the conclusion of this investigation, a warrant was drafted for the arrest of Northwestern Middle School teacher Silva. Probable cause was found that on 2/6/2020, Silva was arrested and booked into East Baton Rouge Parish Prison for violating LARS 1481 indecent with a juvenile, 1480 felony carnal knowledge of a juvenile, and 1434-3 oral sexual battery. Damn, this is oral sexual battery? I ain't never heard that shit before. Detectives are requesting that parents of students who may have had contact with Silva talk to their children about their interaction with her and contact ZPD detectives at 225-654-9393 if they believe their child was victimized. On Friday, February 7th, Superintendent DeValier sent a letter to parents informing them that the school is limited in how much detail about the incident can be released by the school because of local and federal laws, here reiterated, and the importance of parents speaking with their kids to identify any other suspicious interactions with Silva. Read the letter by clicking the link below. And that will be it for this story. So, guys, what I'm going to do is I have a picture pulled up. Let me pull a picture for you, let y'all see who this woman is. And so now,
while you was reading that, I was over here doing some trigonometry.
Okay.
With the school calendar and how many days of summer it is, how many times did they know that she done fucked this little boy?
Right.
By my calculations, she was savoring that delightful young meat about at least every 2-3 days all summer long, because it ain't but basically 70 days of school break during the summertime.
You know what? I never counted.
9 times 9 is 81, so that means that she more than once a week.
Oh wow! What? Yeah, pretty much. I think that's what they said. It was multiple.
Yeah, she was getting that little meat more than once a week.
So they go her picture, and no, she don't look Mexican to me. She does look like a normal white woman to me, you know. So yeah, you know, the thing, you know, my thing is this, because I know when I was at 15, I know having sex was wrong. Here, I know having sex with an adult was wrong. So. I just lost my train of thought without trying to go with this, but pretty much what I was saying earlier, you know, you said that you're trying to get a 15-year-old to, I guess, think like adult or make adult decisions, but, you know, you already know at that age, you know what was right from wrong. Well, I'm going to also say this. If you was taught about the birds and the bees, let me throw that up in there. Go ahead.
We ain't even going to talk about sex. When you was 15 years old, Miss Rosa taught you right from wrong.
Yes,
you knew a whole bunch of shit was right and a whole bunch of shit was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you still do wrong shit?
Yes, I did.
Okay, then. That's why he was over there sticking his dick in the teacher's mouth.
You know what? But damn, that killed the whole argument right there, really. I ain't got shit to say behind it. That killed the whole damn argument right there. Guys, I ain't got shit to say. They just killed the whole damn argument right there, because when I was 15, I'm pretty much sure if I remember, I was grabbing girl little booty and then probably slid my hand through some coochie and whatnot. So damn, they just killed my whole damn argument right there. God damn.
Most 15-year-olds is fucking other 15-year-olds, or at least about to or doing something, exploring their sexuality in some way or another.
Okay.
This boy here hit the jackpot of pussies because his teacher bringing him vape pens and all sorts of shit and giving him head and ain't no telling what else they did together. And even though it was wrong, it was right until she went in there and pulled out that butt plug and them dildos and shit.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I want to go home. No, 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 no.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So guys,
It's just the times that we're living in, though, because every single day we get a story about some sort of pervy nonsense going on with some kids.
mm-hmm.
And really, everybody say some shit, and then it's on to the next one. My thing, I'm less mad about what this whole did hit, and this is some more internalization, and more upset over the fact how you only get a $200-some-thousand bond, ma'am, and you out sucking dick and getting kids high and doing all this shit. Them motherfuckers gave me more than a $200-some-thousand bond when I was a criminal back in the day. I had a victimless crime that didn't involve no children. I'm playing with credit cards and they want to have $1 million of my dollars to get me out of jail, and this bitch get to get out for $200,000 and she ain't even got to pay that. And she'll be right back on the streets. She could realistically, if she go find the right bail bondsman, get out of jail for about $5,000 in deed to her house.
I'm gonna read a comment on another article about the same thing, and I'm gonna read to you the replies that some people are saying. So, a person on here, Excalibur 4, and this was 22 hours ago. They say that tears it. I am going to offer my services to every hot teacher who is experienced urges to defile her students, no charge. Somebody came under there 16 hours ago and said, me too. I haven't had sex 9 times in my entire life. Look at those pretty lips. Okay. Somebody came under there and said, not funny. If you care to offer such a service, begin with the ones who are men in a real life, or the homely ones. You people kill me. You say things like that when a teacher appears to be halfway decent looking, but say the exact opposite when the teacher is either a man or ugly. Either these people are pedophiles or they're not, regardless of their appearance. Good comeback. I like that. This person replied to that person and said, thank you for saying what I was thinking. I heard men say things like that before about female teachers, things like, where was she when I was in school? I'd heard that too. Stop and think, guys. If it was a good-looking male teacher having sex with your 15-year-old daughter, would you be okay with it? Ooh, good comeback. Good comeback. That's a good question. Of course not. Yeah, that's true. Then this person said, my parting shot. Please get yourself all up and in the face of all the people on here who said the same or close to what I said. Many men, so perhaps it's you. And the person who originally made the post said, the only women I don't see laughing at my joke are either fat or ugly. Get a grip. Yes, a double standard exists. Yes, a double standard exists, but that's why I pointed it out. So, again, I want you to listen to what they say. Like a person right here said, I hear people say, where was these teachers when I was going to school? Which means that they know that this is foul as fuck, but they still will participate in it anyway. What you think about that?
Everything that they said.
Okay.
If there was a girl and there was an old ugly ass man teacher, they would be screaming to high heaven for this nigga's balls to be castrated. Truthfully speaking, ain't nothing finna happen to that woman.
Okay.
Remember back in the day when that white woman fucked that little Mexican boy and had 2 babies by him?
I think I vaguely remember that story.
Mary Kay Letourneau, they made a movie and everything about it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. She fucked this little boy, got pregnant by him twice. And his mama got custody of his babies while her ass was in jail. And she didn't do it maybe 5 to 7 years in prison. When she got out, she married that little boy.
Oh, wow. Wow. Here go another comment. Somebody said the young man will suffer from PTSD symptoms will include wet dreams. Okay.
No, he ain't.
That's what
What's
I'm
going to
thinking.
happen
Like,
is he gonna be just like every other little boy out here that's been violated and was told that they wouldn't rape because he was a little boy. He gonna internalize however his feelings was being violated by that woman. And he may or may not have some sexual kinks, but what is more than likely going to do is because that was his first sexual experience with that old ass woman, it might give him, granny juice. He just gonna grow up like an old bitches in head.
oh, I love this comment right here. I say this too sometimes. This comment said, it's astonishing how often this happens. Usually you equate pedophilia with men, not women. How they think they'll never get caught is baffling. Kids like to brag. They would tell their friends who would tell their friends and so on and so forth. I always have said it when I do these stories. Do y'all not realize that once they get a taste of that, they going to start telling their friends. Hey, some of their friends going to want a piece of that too, and you going to turn them down, then they going to go back and snitch.
It didn't even go like that. It went like I said, "Hey Steve, look, Miss Silva sent me her text. She's been sucking my dick. Want to hit my vape pen?" She gave that nigga that vape pen. He went right back to school, and him and his homeboys in the boys' shit house. Wow, where'd you get that vape pen, Connor? Man, Miss Silver been picked me up all summer long and sucked my dick and got me this box of vape pens. Want to see her boobs?
Right.
And pulling his phone out and showing them to his friends in the boys' bathroom.
And in return, if the young boys like what they see, they're going to approach this woman and want the same thing. And if she turned them down, you know how someone would get jealous, then they want to go back and want to rat them out. And saying that this woman is doing this, So I don't know, I always had thought like that, I mean, again, give the adult the majority of the blame because she know better. She know better. But I just never just fully agree about letting somebody who's of age like that,
Okay,
just let
based
them
upon
off.
your argument, though, that means that, and we know this happens because we see them walking down the street.
Okay.
That means that you want to assign blame to them little teenage girls to be out there on Bellevue selling pussy. Even though them grown ass niggas pulling over and giving them the hot 40, then they still are complicit in their own, sexual assault because they were out there doing something they knew was wrong and they didn't have no business doing.
Oh, repeat that. Say that again now. Repeat that again.
If you want children that age to have some accountability when something happens like that means that you got to be in agreement that them little teenage hookers that we see walking up and down Lamar and Bellevue and Brooks Road and shit is complicit in their own sexual abuse because niggas pulling over and giving them little girls $40 and fucking them and carrying on. And they supposed to hold some blame too because they out there selling pussy and know that they underage and the shit is wrong.
You say what's that word? I fuck up words.
Brooks Road.
I know, no. The word you're using. I know exactly what you're talking about. What's that word you use? I can't say some of the words. I fuck up.
Complicit. That means that they have some responsibility in the fuck shit too. That Mr. John couldn't have been out here buying teenage pussy if the teenagers wasn't out here selling their pussy.
So a 16-year-old ain't supposed to know they're selling her body's wrong?
I would hope so.
Because I'm kind of getting confused what you're trying to say here. I'm getting kind of confused.
You said that you feel like the teenagers who participate in this sort of nonsense should, get a little taste of the blame for knowing that it is wrong and they ain't have no business doing it.
Right.
So what about the teenage sex workers? They know that this shit is wrong and they ain't got no business doing it. So when a grown man pulls up on a teenage prostitute and gives this teenage prostitute, the hot 40 to get whatever he gonna get, who you think should take the blame in this situation? The 15, 16-year-old prostitute or the grown-ass nigga out here who picked up a 15?
The Negro who picked up the 16-year-old.
Well,
he's gonna get the majority of the blame because he a grown-ass man picking up a 16-year-old. So yes, of course. I know.
So why you think this little boy is supposed to be taking some of the heat for fucking the teacher? The teacher is the one who didn't have no business fucking that little boy. Whether he went along with it and agreed to it or not, she knew it was wrong. and didn't have no business doing.
Well, damn.
And I'm shocked that they didn't charge her ass with some sort of coercion charge. Because you better believe them vape pens and whatever that she was giving him was probably the payoff prize for him not to snitch her ass out.
Well, if we heard it right, they did say there are probably some charges that's still pending. So, hey, just had to wait to the update.
They gave her contributing to the delinquency of a minor, which is the same charge that you get if you go in the hop in right now and buy somebody underage a can of beer or a pack of cigarettes or something. That's really a misdemeanor. All them charges that you read off, other than fucking that boy, all this shit is misdemeanor.
So pretty much what you're saying is almost like a slap on the wrist.
So basically, because she gave him a vape pen and they charged her with it. She could have gave him a beer and got the same charge. She could have gave him a cigarette, a wine cooler, got him drunk and got that same charge. She knew that shit was wrong. Fuck what he knew. She knew she was fucking up.
All right. Well, guys, there you have it. You know, like I said, she didn't know I was going to do this story. You know, I just want to have a dialogue. I didn't want to know anything about the story until I actually played the story. And guys, you have it. You heard my thoughts. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not giving this woman a pass at all. You know, I think she do need to take majority of the blame. But I don't know. I don't know. One side of my mind to say, you know, why just the teenagers don't get in some kind of in trouble too when they should have the smarts to know, hey, I know I'm wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it anyway. I know I ain't going to get in trouble. She's going to get in trouble if we get caught anyway. I don't know. That's the way I think. But that's where y'all come in. Once y'all hear this, y'all tell me.
I'll tell you a janky part that you skipped over.
All right, go ahead.
They think she done fucked some more kids.
Oh yeah, that's right, guys. They think she probably fucked some more kids. So we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the update and see what's more gonna transpire. God damn it, transpire out of. What's more going to transpire at this story. So, ladies and gentlemen, once y'all hear this, hey, don't be afraid to give your thought. If you say, Chris, Chris, you took an L on this one. Don't be afraid to say I took an L. Or if y'all do feel where I'm coming from, don't be afraid to say, Chris, we feel where you come from, man. But, you know, this woman needs to take 100% of the blame. I mean, just speak your mind, you know, and tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all more on Spencer's side or you on Chris Thorne's side? Or y'all split in between the middle? I can't wait to see.
Spencer ain't got no side. Spencer just looked at the shit that you just handed me and told you what I thought about. I don't have a side.
I'm gonna say it again. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all agree with Chris or do y'all agree with Spencer or do y'all split down the middle? You understand? But other than that though, this your man Chris.
Baby, Spencer's side is that boy's mama need to get her license suspended and some speeding tickets and act a jackass so she can go to jail and get up in there and whoop that bitch ass. That's they're here for the school teacher. And I find out you fucking my goddamn son, bitch. We finna move all these desks back in this goddamn room. You got me fucked up today.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I'm glad you said that. So after you whoop her ass, what would you say to your child after you know he participated? What would you say to him?
I would talk to my son and let him know that what he did was inappropriate as fuck and to not allow an adult to compromise his dignity. And I don't care what they offer him, what they tell him, what they threaten him with, and what they give him.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Because my child is the victim here. My child was going to school and minding their own business and playing with their friends and going to lunch and doing whatever the fuck children do when this old hoe decided to look at my child and think that he was so sexy that she just had to have some of his meat.
Did you say meat?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, the terms that we use.
I'm so sick of you calling Jesus on me. What are you supposed to do to me?
The terms
you can't do nothing with me.
Guys, thank y'all for listening. Can't wait to see y'all comments. Peace.
This is CNN.